See, I would just like to tell you about my experience with Frontier Airlines, where I would never want to fly again. They start off, my son booked these flights for us, and it seemed like a pretty good price, which it was. But then when you look on the website, everything Frontier Airline has costs extra money. When you try and book your flight, the first thing they try and sell you is this extra package, which costs $76 per person per direction, which is ridiculous. And that includes a checked bag, which normally would cost about $30 extra, $35 extra if you book it online. Carry-on bag, about the same price. But with Frontier Airline, everything is extra. But then you go on to the booking, you continue on with your booking. In your seats, here you're paying $1,000 for a flight for 2 people, and you get the crappiest, most miserable seats I ever had in my life. I've never felt claustrophobic in my whole life until I flew Frontier Airline. The seats are like concrete. There's no room. I mean, it's just so crowded. I couldn't stand it. It was the most miserable 5 hours or 4 hours I ever flew. I would never, ever recommend Frontier Airlines. Everything you do with them is extra. Even a carry-on bag is extra, which I was shocked to see. But worse than that, the seats are absolutely horrible. So if you were going to fly Frontier, you certainly would be forced to spend extra money for the stretch seats, because otherwise you'll have the most miserable flight you ever had in your whole life. I would never ever fly Frontier Airlines again. I would never ever recommend Frontier Airlines, because you're packed in like sardines, but worse. And almost everything is extra money. Almost all the seats are extra money. When you book, if you're flying with your wife, you're not even guaranteed, unless you pay extra, you're not even guaranteed that your wife is going to sit next to you. So if you want your spouse or your family member to sit next to you, you've got to pay extra for that. It is just a miserable flying experience. Don't ever fly Frontier. It would be the worst mistake of your life. Unless you're going to spend money, extra money for all the extras, then maybe, but otherwise it's certainly not worth the flight. Stay away from Frontier. Bad airline. Hope this helps you. God bless.